Welcome into the Buck James Show. Michael Westbrook along with head coach Buck James. This is brought to you by Bryant Family Pharmacy as the Bryant Hornets get ready for Little Rock Central at home. Coach, let's go back to last week, the road game at Jonesboro, and the scoring drive to start the game. Jordan Walker had a big run. James Martin ultimately gets the touchdown. You start the first half with the touchdown. You start the second half with a touchdown as well on your two opening drives. What plays impressed you most out of those?
Well, I thought we made good decisions. I thought we came out and we were direct, and we didn't have a lot of penalties, and that's what's been killing us in opening drives of each half. And I thought our football team executed well. I thought Jordan made the passes he needed to make. I thought we caught the ball and ran with it well. I thought the offensive line blocked well for James and Chris and was able to get the ball in the end zone. But what I was more impressed with is that we had a chance to come back in the second half. We always defer so we can get an opportunity to be able to try to score in the second half as well. And our football team came out and executed that drive as well. And that's something we haven't been doing. And I'm glad that we were able to do that. We didn't play good in some spurts in the middle of it, but I thought our football team played hard.
It was an explosive third quarter. Was there a big speech at halftime?
Well, not really. We just, told them that we know we're going to get people's best shot, and we feel like when people play us, they're going to, try to do the best they can. And you saw it in the game with Georgia and Missouri. People are going to play their best game. They're going to give their best effort, and our guys have got to be ready for that. And we just got to hang on long enough that those teams will eventually subdue to us, and we can impose our will, and we can play hard and play well.
So how about the defense? Jaylen Brown, interception. I mean, that thing was thrown right at him, but that's a play a lot of guys drop, because they're not ready for it to be right there in their face, basically. You had the fumble recovery. There were a lot of big defensive plays, too.
Yeah, Jaylen made a great catch. I mean, it hit him in the belly button, and, he was jumping up trying to knock it down and then be able to make the catch. And, I wish he could have scored, but, it was a great play. It was a momentum changer, us being able to recover the fumble and score after that. And I thought we hit on all cylinders in the third quarter, and that's what we need to be able to do is put that together for 4 quarters, be able to do that game after game and give our best effort. And our defense is playing great, and, we are able to take some chances on offense and do those type of things.
You guys also, just the nature of typically being ahead, the defense ends up being out there for 4 downs more often than not. So a couple of crucial 4th down stops as well as Jonesboro tried to get some offense going and knowing they were playing from behind, and those are big 4th down stops.
Well, especially on the 4th and 1 when we stopped them on that, and then he fumbled one time on 4th and 1. But, to be able to stop a quarterback sneak when they're in a power offense and be able to do that is huge. And, that makes the next guy maybe want to punt. And it's a momentum changer. And, our defense line is not big, but they're strong and they play hard. And I was really proud of the way they were able to stop those things. And, nobody's really thrown the ball on us all year long very well. And, our defense has had to stop the run. And that's something that I think they've taken pride in.
I wanted to mention Donald Miller, that 41-yard touchdown catch. I honestly don't remember. Was that the first drive of the second half, or that was later in the game? I think that was later. But that right there, it was 3rd and 1 on that play, and probably 4 down territory anyways. But what was the mindset of getting the long pass play on that 3rd and 1?
Well, we knew we had it there. Coach Bach made a great call, and, we knew we could go for it on 4th down. And, we want to take shots on 3rd down sometimes and, loosen the defense up. And just really a simple out route is all it was. And he was able to catch it, turn it up, and get in the end zone. And, if we can do that on 3rd and short, or we can do that on 4th and short, that changes the whole complexion of the game for the way people are going to play us defensively.
So we turn our attention to Little Rock Central, obviously a program that's been down in recent years, but anything special about practice this week? I know you even had some guys banged up Friday night, so what's that been like in practice this week to make sure you stay focused?
Well, we went back to work. We had a JV game against North Little Rock on Monday, and I thought we took our sophomores, and I thought they did a heck of a job. Those guys played really well, played hard. Were really outmanned a lot, and they won 54-13. And I really was proud of the way those guys played. Then we came back Tuesday, had a good practice. Wednesday was a good practice. It's a little bit hotter than it has been, but I thought our guys have gone back to working like they're supposed to work. We've had a good week of practice, and I think they're going to be ready. Talking about Little Rock Central a little bit, they have good athletes. Their quarterback is probably as good as any quarterback we're going to see all year long. They just are battling numbers and battling, success. And when they get it rolling, George Shelton's won everywhere he's ever been, and they're going to be a good football team. It's just going to take a little bit of time to get them going, but they play extremely hard, and they're very athletic.
And Coach, before we started recording, you also said you don't know what to expect from them. So the first quarter's been a little bit slow for Bryant in several games. So how do you combat that, not knowing what to expect and kind of slow starts from Bryant?
Well, we got to come out and run the football. I think that's the key to it early, and then be able to stretch them out 50 yards wide and 50 yards deep. But, they're searching for their identity as well. They're talking about Little Rock Central, and, they're capable of doing anything. George is very diverse on offense, and, he's came out in what we call pole gap, swinging gate. He can come out in the wishbone. He can come out in the spread, and he's shown all those things. And our defense has to be ready for whatever it is they try to do, be able to give our offense the ball, and we've got to be able to put points on the board. And, that's really about every opponent we play. We've got to play great defense. We've got to be able to run the football, and we've got to be able to stretch the field out.
All right. Well, Coach, as always, thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching online, and if you're with us for the pregame, stay tuned. The kickoff is coming up shortly. Bryant and Little Rock Central tonight.